my channel. Thanks for stopping by. If this is your first time, welcome. Glad you can be here. Today I'm going to be jumping on this track, First Bite by Jam and Ed, produced by GhostTown. I've been aching for more of these cats, man, because nobody does it like these guys. At least I haven't found them anyway. These guys, just like the stuff that they write is beyond magical in my mind, in my opinion, and they always leave me at the end of a track blown away and knowing that I'm gonna have to listen to it a bunch more times before I even understand half of it, and even after that I'll probably never fully understand it. And that stuff, man, that type of shit just hits home with me. So I'm gonna jump right on, give it a listen, see what it's all about.
Yeah, laminate the evidence, present it to your friends like a salivating replicant. Steer around the fear for now, sweep the sky, clear the ground. Jeering crowds, greet the demons peering out my ear canal. Abseiling, watch the flip.
Okay, I'm gonna bring this back because GhostTown, man, just an unbelievable producer. And this, like, right off the top when the melody comes in, it's that I don't even know what the hell is making that sound, but and then right before, you just know right before the beat drop, you know this is just going to be stupid, and then Jam just comes in doing what he does best, and like 30 seconds in has already melted my brain. I love that thing about the salivating replicant. I'm a huge Blade Runner fan, so yeah, man, this is great already.
Yeah, laminate the evidence, present it to your friends like a salivating replicant. Steer around the fear for now, sweep the sky, clear the ground. Jeering crowds, greet the demons peering out my ear canal. Abseiling, watch the flesh deflate. Heaven's full of billboards and cosmetics, check your face. Silver spoon eyes, what reflections. I pressed the brakes and skidded into Las Vegas, gambling my flesh for fate. Heard it's kicking off on channel 1000. Headbutt the buttons, let the claret run down. And they wonder why we're racking up powders and spending every Saturday on Planet Mars mouthless.
Oh man, I'm loving that idea with the demons peering out his ear canal. 1,000 channels on television, and you wonder why. Basically, I think is what he's saying. All this shit, heaven is like billboards and cosmetics. It's all fake shit, and we're led to believe that by these billboards and stuff, like heaven is a new car, a new fragrance, joining the gym, suing your neighbor. This new TV show that's the exact same TV show with different people in it. We're led to believe that is what we're supposed to be, or that's what heaven is. It's putting on a fake mask and not knowing who you really are and who your best friend is, and all that other stuff you fill your brain with. And you say, no wonder we spend every weekend getting high and trying to dumb that shit down or close those sounds off. Again, I know I missed a bunch of shit in there, but that's what I got out of that.
Channel 1000, headbutt the buttons, let the claret run down. And they wonder why we're racking up powders and spending every Saturday on Planet Mars mouthless. Clean up on aisle 4, smile more, kiddie winks. Scream the flabby villains, slipping valleys in their fizzy drinks. You'll never see the city blink. Skinny skin stopped up and cuts down, drug trial guinea pig.
The ripples of the sun map, glitter in the mud trap.
Is that kind of a shot at the pharmaceutical industry there, talking about what do you say, drugged down guinea pigs, which is we've talked about on this channel before, obviously, because there's been a few videos that have touched on that subject. That it really does, for the most part, make sense keep us sick. If you were to cure everything, then there'd be a lot of people unemployed. There'd be a lot of CEOs and companies that stock markets and all that kind of shit. A lot of people would lose money if people were healthy. Instead, we, you go to a fast food place, and the cheapest stuff on the menus, the stuff that is full of salt, fat, and sugar. It tastes the best, and it's the least amount of money for them to make, and that's what they promote. That's what a lot of inner city families can only afford to go when they do go out to eat. They eat the shitty stuff. If you want to get a salad, that shit's going to cost you $15. But you can feed your entire family hamburgers and French fries and 60-ounce Cokes for the same price. So, yeah, man, that's a little bit of rambling there. I apologize.
Been valleys in their fizzy drinks, you'll never see the city blink. Skinny skin stopped up and cuts down, drug trial guinea pig.
The ripples of the sun map, glitter in the mud.
I apologize. It was drug trial guinea pigs, not drug, whatever I had said the first time.
And slipping valleys in their fizzy drinks, you'll never see the city blink. Skinny skin stopped up and cuts down, drug trial guinea pig.
The ripples of the sun map, glitter in the mud traps, and limp bodies littered in a cinematic scuzz mash. Birth of the fireflies, dawn of the flying ants, the scourge of the quiet life bursts out the greyhound traps. Butterflies melting on a plastic plate, cryogenic power laps curdling like creme brulee. Scissor tongue the bleed, run a pacing in your kitchen dorm, laminating cakes until the platter sparks.
Yeah, that's cool, man. Jam's talking about replicants. And Ed comes in with a Blade Runner bar. I gotta bring this back because I have no idea what the fuck he's talking about. I miss these guys so much, man. So much I miss these guys. It's poetic. I'm trying hard to. The thing about Ed, man, when a few of the tracks that we've done on this channel, it's a little bit like Theremin and the Prospector, Spastic Max. He's a little bit slower, which allows my brain to keep up with the things that he's saying, and it's absolutely brilliant. It's beautiful. It's poetry. But he's a little bit quicker here, and I'm having a hard time. My brain's having a hard time firing these images and making sense of them before he's on to the next thing. So. But man, I miss these cats.
Are in the mud traps and limp bodies littered in a cinematic scuzz mash. Birth of the fireflies, dawn of the flying ants, the scourge of the quiet life bursts out the greyhound traps. Butterflies melting on a plastic plate, cryogenic power laps curdling like creme brulee. Scissor tongue the bleed, run a pacing in your kitchen dorm, laminating cakes until the.
Okay, I'm gonna stop it for a second. Is he kind of, because Jam was talking about like the drug trial, guinea pig, all that kind of stuff, and now Ed is talking about greyhound traps and butterflies, melting on things. So is he kind of sticking with this, the drug trials and with that type of idea, that testing on animals and testing on insects? I'm thinking that could be where he's going with this. I could be way off, obviously, but I wonder if that's where he's going with this.
Like creme brulee, scissor tongue the bleed, run a pacing in your kitchen dorm, laminating cakes until the platter sparks a thunderstorm splattering. Preheat to gas mark heavily, ahead of steam ever 7 seas as the weather speeds. Words over masses of water bodies aligned, where the bodies that embodied the folly got up and ran. Watch, keep running cause a lesser seen sentence seems ever poignant when the devil's words rattle in your head. Everything and nothing in a cataclysmic curdle off. Pound a subject full of violent sermons till the squirming stops. So savor the first bite. You could never get your words right. I see them drilling holes in their pubescent souls, heads spinning in the searchlights. Drill them out, drill them out. Find the remnants of your mind, drill them out. Cause the sentiments that dribble from your rotten gums ain't worth the spittle in your mouth.
Oh man, this friggin' hook. like talking about drill them out, that filling these children with like medication to keep them still in their seat at school, keep them ADHD and Ritalin and all that kind of shit, and keep them medicated, keep them and like drill down into your head, get those last bit of personality, the last bit of those thoughts that a lot of times these kids drill all that, like stop all those busy thoughts and drill down, take them out. And it doesn't matter what you have to say, those great things that are coming out of your mouth, those ideas that you have, any of those kinds of stuff, it doesn't matter. Those things aren't worth the spit in your mouth.
The sentiments that dribble from your rotten gums ain't worth the spittle in your mouth.
Babysitting addicts in a bird cage, proper stuff dog atop the turrets to deter strays. Her name was an earthquake that shook the shit ton of sharp tools out my workspace. Ice cold discotheque, I arrived dressed to kill with extra drills to drain the boiling fluid when the pressure builds down and out in Recklessville. My special skills were balancing a bowling ball above my head and getting ill. Still, check the gag reflex. A devil with a checkered flag selling that repress is chilling at the finish. The high.
A devil with a checkered flag selling that repress? My first thought is that's a shot at like the music industry, but I could be wrong. Because that's what I'm thinking about. Repress, my first thought is like repressing a record and putting it out. And the devil with the checkered flag to me means like when you're an artist and you're hustling. For a lot of artists, it's like my focus is on getting signing a record deal, getting signed to a record company, and that's your sole purpose. So that would be the devil with the checkered flag saying, "Hey, look, you made it. You made it. You crossed the finish line. And now we own you, and we're going to sell all these represses and make money off your name and money off your soul." But I could be wrong, obviously, with that. I could be way off. I'm going to bring it back to the beginning of his thing here. Maybe it'll make sense. Maybe I'll catch it.
Babysitting addicts in a bird cage, proper stuff dog atop the turrets to deter strays. Her name was an earthquake that shook the shit ton of sharp tools out my workspace. Ice cold discotheque, I arrived dressed to kill with extra drills to drain the boiling fluid when the pressure builds down and out in Recklessville. My special skills were balancing a bowling ball above my head and getting ill. Still, check the gag reflex. A devil with a checkered flag selling that repress is chilling at the finish. To high five the winning snail, his body smelled freedom. His brainstem was still in jail, locked up in suede shoes, dancing to a skipping beat.
That's hard, man. Man, that bar.
Selling that repress is chilling at the finish. To high five the winning snail, his body smelled freedom. His brainstem was still in jail, locked up in suede shoes, dancing to a skipping beat. The village freak, he would bite the bullets, they would chip his teeth, and that was the arrangement. Diamond tips drilling deep down into the pavement, twisting up the spinning streets.
Life from the bitter.
Yeah, this whole part, I'm gonna bring it back and play it back because I don't want to muck it up and murder it here. But what he's saying here just makes me think it's. It's you basically sell your soul to the devil when you sign a record deal, and they drill down into you. They take what you are and claim it for themselves, and you think you're free, but you're not really free. Your brain still belongs to them, and you're basically put out there like a dancing monkey on a leash and say, "Here you go, do your thing, entertain the crowd." That's what I'm getting, man.
Body smelled freedom, his brainstem was still in jail, locked up in suede shoes, dancing to a skipping beat. The village freak, he would bite the bullets, they would chip his teeth, and that was the arrangement. Diamond tips drilling deep down into the pavement, twisting up the spinning sweets.
Light from the bitter deep shines on these city streets and tessellates somewhere in the lives that these villains lead. And I can see them in my fog lights, clashing on the facets of my seance. Let the proton packs lock lines. It feels like the end of the world.
Ooh, I like that. Proton packs. This is from Ghostbusters, where they don't cross the streams. And they don't know what would happen if they crossed the streams, but they say it could end the world, and then that's what Ed says. He basically says that it feels like the end of the world.
This of my seance, let the proton packs lock lines. It feels like the end of the world when the demons grab the pen and make the sentences curl. Leave the shimmers on the surface and join me on the panic station. There's space for every captive waiting. Beacons on the jetty bleed gases from the crunching of the levers to the death machine. Funnels of your deathly dreams of summers in the cemetery are waning. Sniff the fumes of flaming rubbish that the undercurrents came with. Finger in a velvet sack of gemstones. After dinner entertainment planets on a fresh note. Before man was everything, that's why your flesh groans. Let's go, pack my sledgehammers for the headstones. So savor the first bite.
Shit, man, that's a deep friggin' verse by Ed. I'm bringing it back a little bit. I gotta. Because I feel like he's talking about the same thing Jam was talking about, just about what happens with signing a record, like signing your soul over to a record company and what it means afterwards. This is what I'm feeling. Some of the stuff that he's talking about here, like even like fingering a bag of jewels, because it's like that's you got your mad cash that you think you're going to get, and you think you've made it to the finish line because you get paid, but there's all this shit that goes with it, that comes with that decision, that when you sign your name on the dotted line.
To my seance, let the proton packs lock lines. It feels like the end of the world when the demons grab the pen and make the sentences curl. Leave the shimmers on the surface and join me on the panic station. There's space for every captive waiting. Beacons on the jetty bleed gases from the crunching of the levers to the death machine. Funnels of your deathly dreams of summers in the cemetery are waning. Sniff the fumes of flaming rubbish that the undercurrents came with. Finger in a velvet sack of gemstones. After dinner entertainment planets on a fresh note. Before man was everything, that's why your flesh groans. Let's go, pack my sledgehammers for the headstones. So savor the first bite. You could never get your words right. I see him drilling holes in their pubescent souls, heads spinning in the searchlights. Drill them out, drill them out. Find the remnants of your mind, drill them out. Cause the sentiments that dribble from your rotten gums ain't worth the spittle in your mouth.
Man, this is like not surprising. This is madness. GhostTown on this beat was remarkable. It as always, I don't think I've heard a bad GhostTown beat. Yeah, man, like I said at the beginning of this, I miss these cats so much. So much was going on in this track. I just wish I could unpack it the way it deserves to be unpacked. And I know it's going to take a few more times. More than a few times, because even now I listen to, I mean, when did I do Cake Gang? It's got to be 7 months ago at this point. And I listen to it almost daily, and there's still shit that I pick out of that, and I just been like, oh my God, how did I miss that the first 50 times that I've heard it? This is brilliant. Absolutely brilliant is the only way I could say it. And I miss them so much. So much going on here. And yeah, I hope I did it some justice, man. But just a mad track, and glad I got to today. I've been meaning to do it for a while, and I just haven't. But you know what? Looking at this thing too, is I got to get back to some dabla. I got to do some flip tricks. I got to do some dike. It's been a while since I've been on these cats, man. So that's probably where I'll be headed into next week, focusing on some guys that I haven't got to for a while. So appreciate y'all coming by, being part of it, and enjoying this with me for the first time. I can't wait to hear it again. So until later today or tomorrow, love all y'all, stay safe, and be good to each other.